Hi guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you are, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this message is for you. Sorry, I drank a bunch of pop before I started. All right, so I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. All right, central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so financially, it looks like you guys could be struggling a little bit. So make sure that you're not overspending. Try to save some money out this paycheck. Try to be more thrifty this weekend. If you normally go out to a nice place, you might have to settle for some McDonald's or Burger King this weekend. But your money looks a little funny this weekend. Maybe this is the weekend that you've just taken care of a lot of major utilities and expenses, and you're not really left with much to have fun with. So money looks a little tight this weekend. I also feel like you could be dealing with someone who's very cheap or someone who's kind of like a miser or a hoarder. You could also be dealing with earth energy. I'm getting earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and I'm definitely getting some sort of age difference between you and another person. There's an age difference here. Now, I also feel like someone is very curious about another person, or they're thinking about exploring something either sexually or exploring something just new in general. I feel like there is some sort of desire that is developing here, but there's some sort of awkwardness to it. Those of you that are waiting to hear from someone, or if you want someone to pursue you or say something, I feel like it's stagnant energy. But it's like the attraction is there. I feel like the attraction is there. So someone may be making an offer, but at the same time, they don't really know how to ask a person out, or they don't know how to approach you or you them. Someone still is coming off as kind of wet behind the ears, little youthful. So I feel like there is still some developing that needs to happen. There's a lack of maturity. Now, also for some of you that, is not necessarily the case, but it could be that, you're just in your early 20s. That still is an indication that you're just in your youthful stages, and whatever you're going through, you're learning. You're still a novice. You're still a student of life. So there's still a lot of things for you to learn. You might be starting a new job or learning a new skill. And, maybe it's just kind of hard for you to get started in this position or to feel comfortable. Romantically, I'm seeing some sort of on-off again relationship. Something seems like it just never changes. It's always the same, and then things end up just being on standstill. There's a lot of back and forth and a lot of instability. I feel like you might be dealing with someone who's not ready for commitment. But at the same time, it's like you make sure that you're not trying to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be held on to. Let them go. Yeah, let them go if they don't want to be kept. If they don't want a relationship. There is some sort of change or shift on the way though. I almost feel like your weekend is like a wild card because I feel that your fate can change at any given moment. It really depends on how things kind of play out. So if you have some sort of decision to make, I feel like you need to hold on to something. Now, in this instance, I feel like this is an indication of not rushing into something. Don't rush into a relationship, and don't rush to end it either. I feel like there's something that you're needing to see from a different perspective. You need to understand why something keeps happening in the first place. This is some sort of repeated cycle. I feel like something is also like a repeated offender. Why is someone making the same mistakes over and over again? Someone has not yet learned their lesson. It's that situation too where, you know, it's a, why does a person do something over and over again? You know, are they only a crazy person does that, basically is what it is. I know I'm not saying a saying just like that, but it's basically saying only a crazy person does something over and over expecting to see different results. So you might have to check yourself with something. Why do I keep getting involved with immature people? Why do I keep getting involved with people who are too old for me? Why do I keep getting involved with people who won't show me any love or affection? You know, why do I keep getting involved with people who are only interested in sex? So there are different things that you're thinking about that you need to really come to realize. Now, I also feel like some of you are in hermit mode this weekend. Not really wanting to go out or trying to keep to yourself. Even if you do go out, it's almost like you're acting standoffish, keeping to yourself, not really saying much. People might be asking you what's wrong, but you're just kind of being distant. You might be dealing with someone who is behaving this way. Something may be getting ready to come to an end too by the end of the month, or it's like once Sun moves into Taurus, there could be some sort of changes that are getting ready to take place. Let me see what the wheel is talking about here. That's too why I'm saying don't make a decision just yet, because something is getting ready to shift or change. Something's getting ready to shift with an air sign, I feel. I feel like someone is maybe dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it's in secret. I almost feel like someone is running off to see someone else. Running off, taking some sort of trip, unexpected trip. I almost feel like some sort of opportunity comes up and it's just like, hey, it's now or never. And someone is like, I gotta go. And it's like they just kind of take off without telling everybody. It's like if they do tell, they don't tell what happened until they're gone. If it is something in regards to cheating, you know, this kind of confirms that someone has been juggling and that they've been quiet about it. Or maybe you haven't asked this person the right questions. There may be a need for you to confront someone. But I almost feel like someone is like trying to rush out. Someone is just like, I'll explain it when I get back, or I explain it later, like I gotta go. And someone is just taking off, even though something is being offered to them. Like someone is trying to say, hey, I think we need to talk, or, you know, I'm trying to talk about how I feel. And somebody is really trying to avoid the situation, really. Somebody is trying to avoid a conversation about love. So I don't know if someone is wanting to talk about settling down, or is this a commitment or not. You know, somebody is making excuses as to why they can't talk right now. I also feel like someone is covering up some sort of messages or phone calls. I wouldn't say they necessarily deleted them, but it's just like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like someone is not wanting people to see who they're talking to. Even if you're single and you're out with friends or you're out with family, and you keep getting up to go text somebody or to call somebody, and everybody's like, who is that? Who is that? It's like, I don't want to tell you, none of your business. So I feel like somebody is kind of like none of your business, or, you know, I don't have to tell you who I'm talking to. So you might be getting harassed by your family, but someone is trying to cover up some sort of messages too. I do see traveling for somebody. I'm also getting someone who is feeling unhappy. If you're in a relationship, either you're unhappy or your partner's unhappy, but they're not talking about it. They don't want to open up. They're trying to avoid. They're pretending like everything is okay, but you can tell that they're acting very suspicious here. And you don't really trust this person's behavior. If they, wherever they say they're going, it's like you don't really believe them. And you may have a right. Your intuition is probably right. There is something sneaky going on. And it may be in regards to a love opportunity here. So something could have changed or shifted in a relationship. Now, if you're single, like I said, maybe it's just you kind of doing things and not really telling everybody about your business. You just kind of doing things by yourself, being solo. I'm getting like a lot of disconnected energy here too. I also pick up a relationship that is just having a really hard time getting started. I almost feel like too, someone is waiting for someone to ask them something or ask them out. And it's just like, if you're waiting for somebody to ask you out, you might be waiting forever. It just feels that way. It feels like something is not happening. There's stagnation here. There's static energy going on in your life. Even if you're wanting to, if this is work related, and there's something that you're wanting to do, it's like stagnant energy. Maybe you said you're going to leave the job and you're like, no, not yet. But anyway, it is indicating that you need to hold on anyway, because there could be some sort of shift. So say, for instance, you're getting ready to quit the job. You're like, you know what? I'm sick of this job. I think I'm going to quit. Don't do it just yet, because come Monday, they might be like, hey, we remember that position that you were interested in. It just opened up again. And I recommended you, and they said the job is yours if you still want it. You know, so it's something like that. Like, hey, before you leave there, don't miss out on some sort of opportunity. So yeah, you might be waiting to hear a response or a call back from something like there's something that you're needing. And so you're like, I feel like I can't do anything until I find out what happened. This could also lean over towards, you know, waiting for some sort of results, which I picked up in the pick a card reading too. So I don't know if that is spilling over into your reading here, but somebody may be waiting to find out the results of a test or something, or just finding out someone's answer. What's it going to be? I also see this as receiving some sort of message in your dream, having some sort of dream about someone either coming to your home or something happening in regards to the home. Okay, one thing I'm picking up is that you share some sort of telepathic connection with somebody, but instead of speaking to you directly, they keep sending mixed signals or telepathic messages. And it's just like, hey, I'm waiting for this to manifest, or I'd rather you stop asking me out in my dream and telling me that you're in love with me in my dream and just tell me in person already. Let me also quickly check here the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about somebody maybe being stubborn, somebody holding, using their power to control an issue. Someone being very stubborn, making you wait on purpose, or you might be making somebody wait on purpose because they know the ball is in their court. Especially, I almost feel like too, if there's an older person, they're kind of taking advantage of the situation, or feeling like this person is young and naive and they can outsmart them. Or maybe that's what you're thinking about somebody younger. I can outsmart them. Somebody too might be an entrepreneur. Someone might have the motive of, someone may have an ulterior motive when it comes to connecting with you. It can be like, even if it's a romantic interest, or, you know, someone, I feel like they want something else. Like, what do you really want? So I don't know too, even if it's a business partner, like, I want to go into business with you. And I feel like, yeah, they want to go into business with you, but what's the ulterior motive? Someone wants to come see you. Oh, you want to come see me? Okay. But wait a minute. What do you really want? You know, so someone is coming towards you with some unexpected news. They're holding back. They're not really opening up and saying everything. All right, let's go ahead and pull some love cards. So what additional messages are there for water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so for some of you, it says that you'll have a reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You deserve love and that you are lovable. Forgiving and learning. Let go of control issues, which is something that really seemed to be standing out. Make the effort. And we also have past life relationship, true love, and separation. So for some of you already, I'm just kind of getting that energy of someone who, if they're like I said, they're kind of running off. I feel like someone is sneaking off to go see what someone who they feel is their true love. They're running off for some sort of rendezvous. And they feel like this person is their soulmate, or they have some sort of past life relationship. And it may also be some sort of karmic ties. I also feel like maybe there could be something going on with someone's ex, or who's supposed to be an ex. Keep in mind, this can happen the other way around. Someone is running off to reconcile with another person. Someone is still holding on to the past. They haven't been able to let go. Even if you've tried to put yourself out there and you're trying to date people, or maybe you were dating someone and they just kind of put you on hold or ghosted you, they're not over their ex. They're still holding on to them. Don't let that affect you. It says you deserve love, so you might take that as rejection. Just know that, you know, that person isn't for you. Just forgive them. Don't hold on to that person. Don't hold any grudges. Let them move on. If they don't want to be with you, let them go. And, you know, like it says here, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So don't try and control the situation. And for others of you, it is saying that you need to make the effort. So, of course, that is probably some separate situation from here. Matter of fact, I feel like it's tying into what is happening behind your back. Someone is trying to make the effort to reconcile with someone from their past. So it's almost like some sort of weird thing is going on here. But nevertheless, I just still feel like don't hold on to that person if you don't want to, if they don't want to be kept. And something else I was getting ready to say in regards to that. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it in a nutshell. I just feel like someone that you could be dealing with, don't rush. That's maybe why there's no need for you to rush into anything with them, because they're still holding on to someone. Something's getting ready to change. Like maybe you had made up your mind about one thing, but before you make that final decision, just wait, because something's getting ready to change or shift. All right, so I hope that has helped. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.